All right. We are going to start with our health journeys here. And I probably should say this for recording that Plexus does not claim to cure, heal, prevent, or treat any diseases. So this is going to be our real life experience. Megan, I'm going to have you start with your family's story. Okay. Well, I heard about Plexus 3 years ago, and I was in the middle of a health crisis at the time. We didn't realize it at the time, but we were living in a moldy house, and so our bodies were toxic and overwhelmed, and I was affected the most. My children had various symptoms, but I had the most. I feel like my body's sensitive. I don't detox very quickly, and so we were dealing with all these mystery illnesses, basically, and so Plexus came to me when I was already working with a naturopath. She was helping me work on foundational issues like gut health and helping me restore the deficiencies in my body. And so I brushed Plexus aside. I'm like, I got on, and to me, I didn't understand what blood sugar balance meant for someone that I didn't feel like I had blood sugar issues. And I also didn't understand that I felt like Plexus was just all weight loss, and that was what it was promoting. So I thought, not for me. Well, fast forward a year and a half later, and I was still on my health journey, eating super healthy, using supplements to help balance my body. And some friends started posting on Facebook about Plexus, but they were approaching it from a different angle. So they were approaching it from things that really clicked with me, things like gut health, yeast overgrowth in the body and what it does, blood sugar balance and what that means, just things like that. And so I thought, okay, well, I need to take another look at this. And I had a few people also that I knew personally, not just through Facebook, but friends and family starting to jump in. And I thought, okay, so I messaged every single person on Facebook that I knew doing Plexus just to gather information. And it took me a few months, but I hopped in a year and a half ago, so February of 2015. And I was 3 months postpartum with my fifth baby, who actually the doctors said was an impossibility for me to ever even have more children, which was a miracle and definitely an answer to prayer in and of itself, but a testament as well to what happens when root issues are fixed, the body can balance and detox and things like that. So I started Plexus basically to finish my health journey. Actually, I was hoping that that's what it would do. I understand the products enough to know that my constant low blood sugar could be balanced, and my gut health was still a work in progress. And honestly, my naturopath, I confessed to her that I felt like basically my underlying issue was fungus. And she said, yes, we're getting to that. So her protocol was to eventually help me get rid of all that yucky stuff in my body. And so I thought, oh, well, you know what? It's going to be cheaper for me to do Plexus and, finish out my health journey that way. So I hopped in. It took me a good 4 to 6 months probably to really feel like my body had balanced, but my low blood sugars went away, my gut health, my food sensitivities vanished, the blood sugar or the sugar cravings that I was constantly having, even though I was doing my healthy treats, it was still feeding the fungus overgrowth in my body and causing ups and downs of my blood sugar. My brain fog vanished. I had always had milk supply issues with my children. So those, actually, I was able to nurse the longest of any of my babies. So it was a very positive effect on my milk supply. And that links back to blood sugar balance, hormone balance. It's all connected. My digestion in general was just way better. And my children as well we saw eczema, skin issues disappear within a month. With one of my children, with another one, it took longer for him. Headaches and black circles and just food issues that my children had due to, mold exposure. So we have seen some great results. My husband's had his own health journey, own health testimony, and he's had weight loss as well. Just extra weight that he was carrying that he didn't need to be carrying. So our family, as you'll learn later on in this little the Zoom training, the Zoom meeting, we take the triplex and we take Mega X and the X Factor. So I feel like everyone needs a good multivitamin, good probiotic, and some good omegas.
So, yeah, thank you. Our story for my family is a little bit funny because we actually started looking at Plexus more for the business side, but even before we started checking into it, I already knew that the products were good because I had been praying for Megan through all of these traumatic issues, and from what it had done in her family, from people in my church, from my best friend in another state. He used to have terrible infections and things. I knew that the products were excellent. But I had been on my own health journey back in 2014. I had a baby, and because of some difficult circumstances, I was not able to nurse off the baby weight like I had with my other children. And I started exercising, and it did not help. So this kind of launched me onto a health journey and a process of learning about blood sugar balance, about diet and nutrition, vitamins, supplements. So when I finally got my hands on the product bottles and started looking at the actual ingredients, I got really excited because all of these things that I had been learning about and reading about as cutting edge, best natural remedies, they were all right here in a simplified format. It had grapeseed extract, which protects your brain cells, and I have Parkinson's on both sides of the family, so that's a huge issue. The Slim had alpha lipoic acid. The vitamin was fully methylated. All of these things that I had been learning about were all right here. So I got really excited about the products. But the funny thing about our story, and I don't think you even maybe know this, Megan, but Kyle and I have both had some long-standing health issues that we did not expect to see resolve or improve. Not because we didn't believe in the products, because we did, but we had these things for so long that they were not even on my radar screen anymore. We had just accepted these as normal. It's the way life was. And then as we've been taking the products for a longer time, we've started to see these things either improve or go away completely, which has been exciting. For Kyle, he used to get terrible heat headaches all the time, especially in summer. He got overheated in a grain bin once, and he just could not handle a change in temperature. That was something. He's had recurring shoulder pain. He's had digestive issues. He actually came back from a missions trip the week that we met, and he came back with digestive problems that he has had for our entire marriage. So these things have all improved or totally gone away. I think he's had maybe 4 or 5 headaches this entire year. Wow. And at least 2 of those we know were on days that he forgot to take his Slim. So for me, I have had acne since I was a teenager. And ProBio 5 has been excellent for that. And I know it's ProBio 5 because I have run out of product before and I started breaking out again. Last week, I forgot to take it for 3 nights in a row, and my face is still dealing with the aftermath of my forgetfulness there. So, but a more serious issue for me has been carpal tunnel, because I've had that since I was 17. And if I started a sewing project, if I held my babies too long, if I wanted to process vegetables from the garden or paint a room, and I had not been icing, I didn't want to have surgery at 17. So I learned some natural methods to cope. But if I hadn't been doing them for 2 weeks ahead of whatever I wanted to do, my arm would be on fire. And so having a natural, fast, effective safe way of alleviating that pain at the source, actually taking care of the root issue, it's been a game changer, and I'm really, really excited and grateful. And a funny thing has been, the longer we've been on it, the more improvement we've seen. I was reading about a lady who'd seen improvement with her rheumatoid arthritis on Plexus, and I realized I used to have knee pain on days when it would rain. I did something very foolish as a teenager, and I probably have a little bit of knee damage. And I realized I haven't had any knee pain this year, and I know that it's rained since February. So just very exciting things. And our issues have not been as major as some of the issues that people have seen relief with. But there are issues, and we're not dealing with them anymore. And that is tremendously exciting. So we wanted to take a bit now and go over some of our favorite products. Plexus doesn't have a lot of products, but each one is a heavy hitter that is really, really needed. So we're going to start with the triplex, which is what they call their 3 foundational health products. And so I'm going to start with that's Slim and BioCleanse and ProBio. So I'm going to start with Slim. It was originally developed to help diabetics to balance their blood sugar. And as they were testing it out, they discovered that when you bring your body into balance, that also helps you to lose weight if you need to. Yeah. That's what Slim was primarily designed to do, was to balance your blood sugar, which has a huge effect on your body. It helps promote healthy cholesterol and lipid levels. Slim is anti-inflammatory, and inflammation is a major factor in a lot of autoimmune diseases and other serious issues. It gives you healthy energy because it gives your body the building blocks to regenerate vitamins at the cellular level. It is just really, really good stuff, but it's very simple. It comes in a little packet. You mix it up in water and drink it 30 minutes before a meal. Very, very easy, but very effective. Megan, did you want to talk about BioCleanse?
Yes. So this is our BioCleanse. And I'll just start off by saying what it is not. It's not a laxative. People get scared because there's the word cleanse in the title, or they get scared because they're like, oh, I don't need any more cleansing. But what happens is it works with the ProBio 5 to balance the GI tract. So basically, the ingredients are simple. I love that our products are not Band-Aid products, but they work on the root issues of things. So gut health is where it's at. It's huge. Google it, research it. There's a big connection between gut and brain, and so many health issues linked back to the gut health. So I love that Plexus is targeting that. So many of us have just lived toxic lifestyles. We're exposed to a lot in our environment. A lot of times we're in a low oxygen state where we're not breathing deeply, we're not exercising like we should, and really getting that oxygen going in our bodies. And so what BioCleanse does is helps oxygenate the body. There's this really cool, I can't go into all the details, but this formulation of magnesium with sodium is what helps that oxygenation in the body. It's also where a lot of us we don't get enough vitamin C. And so this is also a combo of magnesium, sodium, vitamin C, and a bioflavonoid complex. So it works really well. I love that it's like the synergistic blend of it all that makes, it makes sense as you study the products, and not everyone wants to study them. They just want to know that it works. So people, honestly, everyone should be on BioCleanse. Some people can't take as much. Some people need more. We should be eliminating every day, at least once a day, 1 to 3 times a day. Some people go to the bathroom way too often, and other people don't go at all. Or they'll go a week or weeks without using the restroom and getting that toxic waste out of their bodies. And so BioCleanse is just a daily gentle cleanse that works along with ProBio 5. And I'll let Gretchen say a little bit about ProBio 5.
Yeah.
My favorite product.
Yeah, I already mentioned that. It's been a biggie for sure. Obviously, it is a probiotic, a broad spectrum probiotic. And so it puts the good bacteria back into your gut. 80% of our immune system is in the gut, so that is, but that's not all that it does. It also has lose digestive enzymes, so it really helps to replenish that and helps us to the thing that I like best about it is that it also has a special enzyme in it, the outer shell of Candida, and get that back in control in our bodies. For our American lifestyle, a lot of us have overgrowth, and Candida's only function in the body is to decompose it after we die. So you can imagine if you have too much of that in your body, it does terrible things. And it's also really, really hard. So I think somebody is unmuted. Hey, hon, do you want to mute button there?
Love you. Anyway, got it.
There we go. So that's Probio 5. It's a 3-in-1 probiotic, and not to put you on the spot here, Megan, but you were the probiotic snob of the two of us.
Whoa, let me get the Zoom back up. Sorry.
There we go. We almost lost you guys there.
Okay.
You were the probiotic snob, did you?
Yes. I was doing a very expensive, it was comprehensive and it worked, but it was a huge amount of CFUs. It was like 250 billion CFUs. Probio 5 has 2, which obviously you work up to more capsules, but I love that the Plexus probiotic, they specifically made it affordable for people. They wanted a good broad spectrum probiotic, and that it's not only probiotics. It also has the enzymes and the antifungal to help work on balancing the gut health. So I was so thankful because I was doing a bunch of different products. Basically, Plexus simplified it for me, and it's much cheaper.
Yay!
Yes,
definitely about cheaper. All right, so that was Probio 5. Those are the 3 products in the triplex. We did want to mention 2 other products. One is X Factor.
Mm-hmm. Sure. This is our supercharged multivitamin. Actually, it's very simple, but what makes it unique is that there's a patented aloe blend, and with vitamins, the key is absorption. Mm-hmm. So I was taking a different vitamin, huge horse pills. I had to take 4 a day in order to get, maximum benefits. And what happens is if you're not absorbing the vitamins, you are eliminating the vitamins in your pee, and it's bright yellow. X Factor is not like that. It's in a capsule that pulls apart. It's really dissolves. I noticed a huge difference when I added it. I had a autoimmune issue and a thyroid issue prior to starting Plexus, and people with those types of issues a lot of times have gut issues and they're not absorbing their nutrients. So I know that I was nutrient deficient, and I love that it has a really good amount of vitamin D. And it also has a blend, a proprietary blend that includes not just the aloe, but black currant. And black currants are extremely high in antioxidants. And so when I started, I just did the triplex. A few months later, I added the X Factor and noticed a huge difference in my energy. People love what it does to their hair, to their nails, just our overall health. And there's also a children's chewable that we love too. So just wanted to mention that.
Yeah. And when we were talking about the items that we wanted to talk about, I said, Megan, we've got to do the natural pain relief line because that's been such a game changer for me. I'm really excited about it. Plexus worked with a doctor who was a specialist in chronic pain for like 30 or 40 years, a very long time, and was really distressed by what he saw his patients going through with traditional pain management techniques and things. So he formulated some things that were natural, safe, and effective. Ease is the one that I've taken for my carpal tunnel. It is an anti-inflammatory. It comes in capsule form and in lotion form. And it's using turmeric and green mussels. I mean, like herbs and spices and foods, but they are the best of the best for fighting inflammation, and really wonderful. He also made a product called Nerve, which stimulates and gives our body the building blocks to actually regenerate damaged nerves. And it also opens up the little capillaries that collapse with nerve damage, so that it gets the circulation going to that nerve again. So really, really exciting stuff. They have a couple other products, Edge, which we'll talk about later, and some weight loss things. The product line is small but mighty.
Very simple.
Yes.
Less than 20 products.
But very, very effective and needed. And one of the things that I love about Plexus is that they have a 60-day money-back guarantee for their customers. So if you want to try the products out, you literally can try them out risk-free, because if you don't love them, you can get your money back. But for those of you who are into health like Megan and I, you already know that the products work, and you really just want your stuff at the cheapest possible price. They also have the option, you can pay a $34.95. It's like a membership fee, like Sam's Club, and you can get the wholesale pricing for an entire year, which is great. In that $34.95, it also includes your own personalized website. You can just use that to order your products if you want. You can tell a couple people, 3 or 4, and you can get your products paid for. Or you can really delve into the business, and it can be as big or as small as you want it to be. Megan, the business has been a big blessing for your family. You want to talk about that?
Sure. I would just say that Gretchen and I are poster children for Plexus, because if we can do this, anyone can do this. We have 10 kids between us, and we're busy moms. We're fitting this in as we can, and it's been a blessing to our families. So I have been doing Plexus for 1.5 years, and I have we have a rank status in Plexus, and you can climb the ladder. And I've made it to what's considered jewel status, and which is really exciting. There's a lot of perks that come with that. Big blessing in light of finances, a 6-figure income, a trip to Hawaii every year. What else? There's just so many opportunities. I will just say that what started out as a attempt to get healthy turned into an accidental business for me, because I didn't start it with the business, although I saw potential. It was more of a very organic way for me. The products worked. I understood, I started to research, and I understood how they worked, and I thought, how can I not share this? I feel obligated. I need to tell people, because so many people are dealing with these root issues that, and the products are honestly needed by the masses. They're simple, and they're extremely effective. I've seen it over and over and over again. So it's super exciting. The opportunity with Plexus, it's the right products, the right time, and the right compensation plan. I would just say we have an income chart that's disclosed the incomes at each level, and the income chart blows other companies out of the water. It's just amazing, and the financial aspect is life-changing for so many. Whether it's an extra, in the beginning I thought, if I could make an extra 100, that would be awesome. An extra 100 a month, and for a lot of people in my team, an extra 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 3,000. I mean, that's life-changing money for many, many families. So the opportunity is wide open. We're just getting started. The company is new, and I love that we're paid 11 different ways. And the unique thing about Plexus with the compensation plan is that there's a profit-sharing aspect to it. So that makes it very unique. People can make money from the get-go. So I love that it's fair and unique, and just that there's so many opportunities. And honestly, I don't view myself that I sell Plexus. I'm not into selling. But honestly, it's just sharing. I share with people. I tell people, and because I know what people are struggling with. They're struggling with their health, and they're struggling with their finances. And it's a huge opportunity to bless people with. And I love to help people. I love health and wellness. So it's just a perfect fit. And so super, super thankful for God dropping it into our laps. when he did. So it's been an answer to prayer.
And you mentioned the compensation plan. The thing that impressed me about the compensation plan was not so much the dollar amounts, because every company will put up big numbers, but it was how peaceful and how achievable they made it. For us, as I mentioned earlier, we started looking at Plexus because, well, my husband Kyle came to me in February and said, honey, I think we should look into Plexus. If Justin's excited about it, this is for real.
So, my skeptical husband.
Yeah, I was not happy to hear this, because I had promised myself that I would never get involved with a multi-level marketing company. I liked the idea of network marketing, but I had never seen a company that did it well or that did it fairly. So I was not very happy about this, but we looked into it to please my husband. And I had a lot of misconceptions. I thought Plexus was like all the other companies that I was familiar with. And I was concerned that it would be a big financial stress, a big investment. It's not. It's $35. I've got lots of little kids. I didn't want to handle inventory and sending things out and handling people's money. And with Plexus, all I have to do is help people find the products that fit their needs and send them to my website. That's it. Mm-hmm. I love it because it's so simple. I was also concerned about what would be required from us. They don't have any requirements. You don't have to share. You don't have to do the business unless you want to. And it can be as big or as small as you want to make it, which I really appreciate. There are no quotas. There are no monthly fees. There are no hidden fees. There are no fees for quitting. If you don't want to do it, you turn off your account and you walk away. That was really big for me. And when I looked into the compensation plan, which I did in depth, there were none of the tricks and the traps that I had seen and heard about with other companies. The way they do it, since commissions is only one of the 11 ways that we get paid, instead of putting the focus on pushing people to buy more stuff, it puts the focus on helping people reach their goals, their health goals or their business goals. And that's the way it should be. They really do it the way that it should be done and could be done, but very rarely is. And another concern I had was the relational aspect. I did not want something that was going to put pressure and stress on my friendships. And the way they have it set up, they are rewarding you for your own efforts and for you helping others meet their goals. So if you have someone on your team who doesn't want to do much with the business, that's fine. They're not going to hold me back. If there's somebody who runs with it and passes you up in rank, that's fine. I'm not going to get penalized. So all of the things that I was concerned about just were not there with Plexus, which we looked into it and my husband said, well, honey, what do you think? And I said, well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think we should go for it. Why not? We really didn't have much to lose, and we have gained so much through doing it. So I think we're getting close. Okay, we have a little more time on the recording, so we won't worry about that. We are going to do a giveaway tonight. And yes. Megan, you want to talk about Edge?
Sure.
And giveaway?
So at convention this year in June, they came out with a new product called Edge. And I honestly haven't been able to try it yet because I was pregnant and now I'm nursing. So I'm excited to try it though.
And try it
yes. I love that Plexus is not, they're not offering Band-Aid products. They're products needed by the masses. And did you know that one third of adults are not getting, or they don't have enough energy? They complain about that. 85% of people wake up tired, and they're reaching for caffeine as soon as the day begins. And so Edge is our natural plant-based energy supplement. A lot of people do energy drinks and a lot of coffee and synthetic caffeine, and this is plant-based, all-natural caffeine. there's a lot to learn about it, but a lot of people report sharper thinking, that it enhances their concentration and focus and enhances their mood. And some people like to take it in the morning to kickstart their day. Other people like it at lunch to help their focus in the afternoons. I've heard feedback that it gives them about a 5-hour boost. So my husband has tried it, and there's been lots of people on our team that have tried it and liked it. And it's one of those things to give it a try and see what you think. But there's I love that it's things like amino acids, and the ingredients are from tea leaves, and very natural and plant-based. So
you mentioned caffeine, but it has about as much as a cup of coffee. So you actually can take it and drink a cup of coffee too if you wanted to. It's a very very small amount, but it gives you that energy. People have been saying without the jitters and without the crashes. So,
yes.
And you're also not tempted to put sugar in your coffee.
Yes.
So if you'd like to participate in the giveaway, what we'd like you to do is send a private message to the person that invited you and tell them one health goal that you have. They'll forward your name to me. This can be for tonight and tomorrow. They'll forward your name to me, and we'll put it in a drawing, and I'll let one of my kids pick it because they love to do that. So yeah, that's that. Oh, and so the first drawing will be for Edge. The second will be for a little Plexus water bottle. So there's that. We're going to open it up now if anyone had any questions. So if you do, you can unmute yourself, and we'll field that.
Surely someone has a question.
My husband told me this morning, honey, if I was on a Zoom with other people, I would not ask a question. So if you're like my husband and would not ask a question, that's fine.
You can type it in the chat. Let's see if there's any in the chat.
Or
I am not afraid to talk. My daughter, Christina, just signed up as an ambassador with Megan.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
So, of course, now she wants to get me and her dad and her sisters all involved. So I'm sure we will definitely be a part of the Plexus team.
It's a family. It's like a Plexus family. It's so fun.
It is a lot of fun.
There's such sweet people involved in Plexus. It's so fun. I feel like it appeals to people that think outside the box. I mean, it appeals to everyone, but I love that there's, actually, you know what? It appeals to healthy people because it's health and wellness. It appeals to unhealthy people because it's simple and people get healthy using the products. It appeals to rich people because they like to make money, and it appeals to poor people because it's an opportunity to make an extra income, make another side stream for their family. So love that.
And I just want to say thank you both for taking the time to share all this with us.
Oh, well, thanks for hopping on.
Yes, I'm so glad you did. We have to thank our husbands.
To watch those 10 children.
Yes. That and then helping us with the tech side sometimes.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be quiet now.
Oh, you don't have to be quiet. It's nice to have other people chatting. It lightens the mood.
One thing that I have appreciated has been just the spirit of camaraderie, that there isn't camaraderie. There isn't a lot of competitiveness and nastiness that I've heard can go on with other companies, but there really is just an attitude of support and cheering each other on, and not even from people that you're affected by team-wise. It's just it's a really sweet atmosphere. They do things well.
The culture of Plexus is so fun to be a part of, for sure. Even sideline teammates, people that aren't even benefiting from you or whatever, investing in you and taking time to explain things or encourage or it's just I love that we're not left alone. Like, you're not left alone to do this business. You're not left alone with the products. There's just a whole support system.
Yeah, that was another thing that's really helpful, is just the training and the support and people being there for you when you do have questions, and just the general helpfulness. So